Yo guys, welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're looking at Snapshot 7 for Deadrop. This is Doc's upcoming game. So we're looking at everything that has been added in the snapshot and what is being teased for future snapshots. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So as you can see, this is the main loading screen when you load up the game. You can see there's new background music. I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear it. Pretty cool. You have a little information about the server times in the left and the community events. That's really cool. And then you can just click enter and it loads up the game. So they've made a couple improvements to the UI and the overall design. I think they've finished up polishing the lobby screen. So this is what you're about to see, the final lobby screen for the game, I'm pretty sure, unless they decide to change it or add other ones. If I remember correctly from the patch notes. But let's give it a second to load. And here we are. This is the main lobby for Deadrop Snapshot 7. You can see that we actually have a new character before. You've never seen this one at all. This is the female version of a variant. If you go to your loadout and go down to the bottom, you can switch between male and female. So this one is Pixel, and this one is Cassius. So just a dude. I'm not sure if the hitbox matters, but the only reason I'm playing female right now is because I think it has a smaller hitbox. I could be wrong though. But that's just that. And then again, on the left, I think there's updated UI, so you can squad fill. You can select the server, and then there's private matches now, which we'll talk about later. But that's pretty much all that. And then you can see which map is being changed based on the time right there. And your loadout is pretty much the exact same, minus the background. I think that's different. It was the car before. Car has its own area now, so you're now in a locker area. If you are a variant or a founder and want to know what you got for the snapshot for free, you get the variant skin. So I'll throw that on real quick and just see that right there. So it's basically a red AR, pretty cool. You also get a special skin for your car and a license plate. So if you go to vehicle, wait for it to load for a second. So you see the vehicles that are down here. This is one of two, I believe. There's another one, but it's for a legendary package or whatever. But you can choose the skin. So I have the variant, and there you go. I selected it, and then I can also turn it around and put my plate on it, and there you go. That is the variant or founder car you can get with being a founder for the snapshot. So pretty cool. The vendor has not changed at all, really. That's a lot of ARs there. You can still sell, tag, and what you found. And then everything else here is pretty much the same. The main improvements has just been the lobby, the loadout, and the vehicle. Let's talk about a little bit of the gameplay before we go into the patch notes and stuff. So the full gameplay cycle for the game is now complete. So now you'll drive into the tower. I'll throw gameplay on screens for what was added. That's the main addition to this snapshot, is the actual gameplay of getting to the tower. You're driving your vehicle, being this or another one that you purchase for money. That's their monetization. We'll talk about that later. But that's how you get to the tower. You drive, then you get to the tower. You choose where you want to go in based on where you enter the point in the highway to the tower. You're in the tower. And then it's like the other snapshots you've played or seen. That's basically it for that. They also added another improvements we'll talk about. But that is the full gameplay cycle. So you'll go from your hideout, the car, to the tower, and then you'll extract. So that is the main thing. And then in terms of game modes, they added Deadrop creator modes, or DCM. So the people in the community can create special modes. So these are some of them right now. You have High Octane Capture the Flag, which uses vehicles and on foot combat. So you'll be driving around and playing Capture the Flag. You have Free for All. You have Arsenal. You have Infection, which is basically like zombies. Everyone gets infected. Enforcer, one person is wearing like a heavy suit of armor, and then everyone else is trying to kill them. And then you have the classic PDM. And then if you want to create stuff, you do that here, and then that's where you enter the code for your custom game, wherever you create. So a lot of options for creators who want to create their own thing. So it's not just the vertical extraction shooter. You also have these other cool modes to chill when you're not playing the main game for Deadrop. So that is very cool. So let's go over the patch notes and everything else that is included in this snapshot. So here are the patch notes for Snapshot 7. So we see Midnight Ride, which is the drive to the tower, so the full gameplay loop, Deadrop creator modes or DCM, and driver's key package, which we'll go over in a little bit. So it's a brief introduction to what they've been working on and like just a brief overview of the snapshot. So the creator modes, the DCMs. So basically the creator made Deadrop modes that can be put into Deadrop once they're approved by the development team of Midnight Society. So you can do that. You'll be able to do that, and if you are interested in creating them or interested, you can go to midnightsociety.com/creative, and then here there's a button that will say like join or something, and then it'll turn gray. I'll say we'll be in touch. I think you have to have an account and everything, but if you want to watch the video that's here, it kind of goes over everything. So here's one of the maps that was made for Capture the Flag. So you can see free for all, high octane CDF, team deathmatch, arsenal, infection, and enforcer. So that is all that. I'll throw up the maps so you can see which ones are which. They're also using this to test other things for Deadrop, the main game, so that may there be levels or sectors of the tower. So that's cool. So again, they go over all the modes. So a brief overview: free for all, every claw for themselves. Vehicle-based capture the flag, so you can use vehicles, and it's just capture the flag. TDM, self-explanatory. Arsenal, every kill grants rewards a new weapon. First to kill with the final weapon wins. So basically, gun game. Infection, escape the rogue, sin, or fall to their blade. So basically, zombie, you get infection, COD. Enforcer is a single armored player controlled cleaner versus everyone else. So basically, you're a juggernaut, and everyone tries to kill you. Again, they go over how to join it. And then the race to the tower, the main point of Snapshot 7, the full gameplay loop. You go from lobby to car to the tower, and then you do whatever you want, and then you extract. They also finally added controller support, so you can see that in their layout of how that is implemented. If you don't know or can't know what your buttons are doing, they explain it here. They also included the vehicle button mapping for Snapshot 7, so if they didn't have a vehicle before, so this is how you are able to control your vehicles. You're also able to shoot out of the vehicle, like you saw in the trailer I showed earlier. If you have a pistol or SMG, rifles and sniper rifles are too big of a weapon to one arm out of the car. So that is something to keep in mind. Same thing with controller. That is that. Now the driver's key package and game access. So if you have not got access to Deadrop at all or wanting to get into it, this is your time to get in again. They originally did it, I think it was Snapshot 5. They created the tower key. Now in Snapshot 7, they're redoing it again to get more people in that want to play and test out the game before it is eventually released. So if you go to midnightsociety.com/drive, you'll get this page, and you'll have the option to buy this package. So you can view the packages right here, and you have 4 packages to choose from. So what actually comes in them? You get a vehicle wrap, a license plate, exotic crates, and then tradable collectibles. And this also gets you access to the game. Doc's package is obviously more expensive because it's Doc. That's Doc's package. Hotshot is this. I'll just throw pictures up or something that is bigger so you can see it, so it's not as small. But everything's $20 besides Doc's package if you want that. But that is basically that. You buy it, you get access to it, you're good to go. That is basically the driver's key. That's how you get access if you don't have it already. I already have access. I don't think I can actually buy the access. I just see the packages. So this will also come with access to the game. So that's something to keep in mind if you're not already involved with Midnight Society or Deadrop. And then another thing they added is exotic crates. So this is their first attempt at monetization. It's not like what you think with like CSGO or something like that, where you're basically blindfolded and you're just throwing away money. If you have 100 crates, you'll get all the 100 cosmetics that they added. So there's, again, like I just said, they have 100 new cosmetics you can earn. If you open 100 crates, you'll get every single one of those items. So just basically what you get first. Will you open an exotic first, or you'll wait to one of the last crates to get what you want? So that is their mindset. They don't want to give you duplicates, But if you open over 100 crates before they either add new items or a new crate, then you'll get duplicates. I'm not sure how their currency will work, if you'll get currency back to buy other crates or what it will be, but we'll have to see. So they're basically not going to scam you if you just buy 100 items. You'll get all 100 items. I'll throw the items on screen so you can see them too. But that is the exotic crates. They're not 100% keeping crates. This is their attempt at monetization because the game is going to be free at launch. Squad fill, like I mentioned earlier, their new UI, if you want a squad fill or not. Server selection, basically select what server. The new maps, again, if I didn't show them already, I'll throw them up on screen at a better look. These are for all the different modes. This is the new latest design for potential refiner state. So this is like a hangar helicopter area. I played it a little bit. Not a big fan of the outside area. It's like very similar on every side, not very different. The bottom part is pretty cool. It's like an underneath part is like you're on scaffolding. The plane interior was bland because it's not textured at all, but it was kind of cool. A little confusing going up and down in certain areas, and the seats were very like scuffed and not very wide enough for the player model to walk through, so they'll have to adjust something like that. But I think the idea is cool. I don't know if this is going to be a whole area because I don't know where you would loot. So I think this is like just a portion of it. Then they go over to game modes again for what maps will be played on what in the UGC. Art updates. So they fully arted the chest armor and helmets. The vendor, the front end screens. That's basically the lobbies. The auto shotgun. That'll be the final art. Sector 3. Lighting improvements. And then special vehicle, weapon, and cosmetics exclusively for variants. That's the stuff I showed you earlier, the cosmetics for the founders or variants. Then the car customization, like I showed you earlier, you're able to put it on. This is the other car, by the way. It's the Lonin. Very cool. These are the two characters again without any helmets or anything on it. You have Pixel and Cassius. Gameplay adjustments. If you want to read any of these are just like changes and stuff. And then they go over some known issues. So if you see any of these issues that you're having, if you're playing, just note that they might already be addressed and are working on fixing. But that is basically everything for Snapshot 7. So basically, they finished their gameplay loop. They added creator mode. They added another way for people to get access to the game. And yeah, it's honestly pretty good. There's a couple of bugs like I mentioned down there. I was having performance issues and like my mouse for some reason was like glitching out. I don't know if that's just me or maybe it's other issues with the game right now, but that's basically it. Very, very cool to see. Very excited for the future of Deadrop and everything that's coming out. I'll be doing a variant guide for the upcoming Snapshot and what the devs have been talking about on there. If you want to check that out, I'll be out in a little bit. Catch you guys next time. Peace.